All right, we're diving deep today into some really cool learning tech.
Oh, yeah,
And, our listeners are pretty familiar with,
definitely.
what's going on in this world. But
Right.
this one I think is going to be pretty special.
Okay.
It's EON Realities,
EON
an
Reality.
exploratory/analytical simulator,
Mm-hmm.
which is part of their...
Yeah, it's a module within their knowledge simulator platform.
Right. And, this whole thing about really grasping complex concepts.
It's always the sticking point, isn't it?
It really
Like,
is.
how do you
Yeah.
how do you get someone to really understand? Like
Yeah.
if I'm trying to explain like how a car engine works,
Right.
like just telling you about pistons and crankshafts,
Right.
it doesn't. Especially
Especially if you're a visual learner.
you're especially or hands-on.
You got to get your hands dirty, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what's so cool about this is that it lets you interact with these 3D models of, like you said, everything from human cells to like an entire bridge structure. So are we talking about like actually manipulating and experimenting with this?
Absolutely. So
Not just visualizing.
yeah, not just seeing it. You're actually getting in there and like,
Wow.
moving things around, seeing how they connect.
Okay.
And they've got this 3-phase learning approach to kind of guide that whole process.
And what is that?
So it's discovery, investigation, and then understanding.
Okay, so you discover it, then you investigate it, then you understand it.
Right. And so each of those phases kind of like cater to those different learning styles that we were talking about.
So how does it cater to the different learning styles?
So like in the discovery phase,
Okay.
you're just kind of like free to explore the model at your own pace.
Okay.
Get a feel for the overall structure.
Right.
If you're a visual learner, this is where you really thrive. You can kind of see how everything fits together.
Yeah.
Then in the investigation phase, you can start like manipulating variables,
Okay.
running simulations,
Oh, wow.
seeing, if I push this button, what happens over here? Yeah.
So that's where the kinesthetic learners, the people who learn by doing, really come in.
Right.
And it's safe. It's like a
Virtual lab.
virtual lab where you can experiment without, blowing anything up.
Right, exactly. Or,
Yeah.
cutting the wrong artery or something. Exactly. Yeah.
In the heart during surgery.
High stakes.
Yeah.
But then the understanding phase is where it all comes together.
So that's the synthesis part.
Right. It's not just about seeing it. It's about making those connections. And this is where those AI-driven knowledge portals come in.
Oh, those sound cool.
Yeah, those are...
AI-driven knowledge portals.
Yeah.
Like, tell me more about those.
So they're like little...
They sound super futuristic.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's almost like you're in the model you're exploring, and these little portals will pop up.
So do they anticipate my needs, or do I have to, like, click on something to get them to come up?
It's kind of both. So sometimes they'll be contextual, like let's say you're looking at a heart. You click on a specific valve and a portal pops up and it's like, hey, this is the aortic valve, it does this.
Oh, wow.
But then there's also, like you can search, if you have a specific question.
Okay, cool.
And it's all powered by natural language processing.
Oh, that's so
So it's
sad.
pretty intuitive.
Okay, but, like, could it be distracting, though?
I see what you mean.
Yeah, like, you're trying to learn,
It could be.
and then all these things are popping up.
It's designed to be progressive.
Okay,
So like when you're first starting out, it's very minimalist.
Yeah.
You're just getting the lay of the land.
okay.
But then as you start clicking and exploring more,
It opens up.
that's when the portals come in with more detailed info.
So it's not just going to, like, overload you with information right away.
Right.
Okay, cool.
Like I'm thinking back to like trying to learn anatomy in college.
Oh, my God, yeah.
It was just like a wall of text in that textbook.
Just trying to memorize all the little...
Oh.
the names of all the...
All those muscles and tendons and ligaments.
Oh, it was just a nightmare.
Right. And so like imagine if you had this simulator,
Yeah.
you could zoom in on a 3D model of the human body.
Click on the bicep.
Click on the bicep, and boom, there's a portal.
Yeah.
That explains exactly how it works, how it contracts, all that stuff.
That's so cool. I love that.
Yeah.
And, one of the things that I really loved about this simulator
Yeah.
were the AI reports,
Oh, yeah. Tell me about those.
because they seem really cool.
they are really cool.
Like, tell me what makes them unique.
So what it does is it tracks your interaction with the simulator.
Okay.
So what are you clicking on? What are you spending time on?
Okay.
And then it generates a report based on that.
Oh, wow.
So if you spend, 20 minutes looking at the heart,
Right.
it's going to give you a lot of detailed information on the heart.
So it's personalized to your
It's completely personalized.
learning experience.
Yeah, it's like having a tutor
Oh, wow. That's...
who's following you around and saying,
Yeah.
hey, I see you're interested in this. Let me tell you more about that.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I bet organizations are like grueling over this.
Oh, yeah.
They're ready to implement this.
Absolutely. They see the benefits for training.
Oh my God.
It's so much easier to track progress.
Yes.
You can create custom learning paths for different roles.
Right.
It integrates with existing learning management systems.
That's so key.
So it just makes everything so much more streamlined.
Yeah, I think this is a total game changer.
Definitely.
And it makes me wonder about the future of education
Yeah.
and training in general.
It's exciting to think about.
Yeah, like what are the broader implications of this kind of
Yeah.
immersive, personalized learning?
It's a big question.
It is a big question. We're not going
We
to,
could talk about that for hours.
we can talk about it for hours,
Yeah.
but we won't.
Oh, we won't.
But we'll leave that to you.
Yeah, think about it.
Yeah, keep exploring, keep learning, and we'll catch you on the next deep dive.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Rito.